Time for the Weird and Wacky segment.
Abominable snowman.
He's not an axe murderer.
One of the TAs turned out to be a bot.
All right, so our one article for Weird and Wacky for you is how AI will change the way you cook. And I tagged it because, first of all, I'm getting into more cooking, and some of the problems it's talking about are problems I experience actually right now. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I like how the article presumes that you already cook, because for me, that may not be
well,
true.
it might be the way we cook might be a better term, right? So it cited a couple of things I thought were interesting. One is there's a propensity to overcook food because you're afraid of undercooking food. So I experience this pretty regularly when I grill a burger or a chicken or whatever else, and my family lets me know that I overdid it. And I overdo it because I'm afraid of underdoing it, right? And so
you don't want to salmonella the whole family.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's terrible. And so like that's really interesting. Like there's new gadgets that use AI and algorithms to help you make sure you do it. Because apparently, like you can be cooking food and like grilling something and take it off the grill, and it will still rise in temperature for a bit before it actually starts lowering in temperature. And so which is interesting. Another one is reducing food waste. So like that's like the whole like Samsung's got cameras inside your fridge, so you sort of know what's there, so you don't like buy a carton of something that you already have a carton of, and then you got 2 cartons of it, and then something doesn't get used or whatever else. Which I think that's also really interesting. And I like that a lot. I could use it more for my pantry though, where like I don't like how many cans of black beans do I need? Like that's really the question. And the answer is not as many as I have typically. So, but like, or just like some AI to do like I would love to be like, have a list of stuff. And like, hey, here, like these are the 15 staple items, bananas, right? Strawberry, like whatever. And like, just go to the store and pull up an app and go, are we out of bananas? And it'll just tell me if we're out of bananas or not, like that would be nice.
It sounds like in your pantry, what you need is Amazon's just take and go without checking out feature.
Yeah.
So basically, you need to hire a bunch of people in India to monitor the cameras in your pantry.
Okay, got it.
To let you know how much stuff
there's an inherent problem with cameras in the pantry and cameras in the fridge, and that is if you just pile stuff in there, it can't see it all. So that's why you hire a bunch of people in India to do the analysis for you. Yeah, I'm not sure my cameras in either of those devices would work out well for me personally. But I love the concept of this. Is all I'm saying. I think it's going to make cooking interesting in the future. So.
I'll say I know they talked about the June oven in there. I looked at that at one point. I just couldn't pull the trigger on it, but it looked interesting. It's basically, I think that oven has a camera inside of it at the top.
Oh, and interesting.
It watches the food cook, and so it's actually looking at it as well. And I think it's got other sensors as well. Yeah. But your point of how things continue to cook, or bake after you pull them out. It's something that I talk about a lot here in the house. I'm like, when we're making cookies and stuff like that, I'm like, no, I think they're ready. They're like, oh, but it's still soft. I was like, I think it's going to finish once we take it out, because the heat, the residual heat is still there, and it continues to bake. Going. And so, that's right. Yeah. Otherwise, like the cookies come out too crunchy, and that's
you don't want some crunchy cookies. Crunchy cookies are not what you want.
It's only if you're getting Chips Ahoy. Chips Ahoy, fine crunchy.
Right. Well, you know what you're getting. You're basically getting a sweet chip is what you're getting. A Chips Ahoy. That's really what it is. Like, let's just be real. So anyway.